Welcome back, folks, to more Let's Play Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures. So, it's been a week since I've done any recording. I was on holiday. So that's essentially the reason why that is. Yeah, I was in Weymouth, the place where the plague first came to England. That's how it sort of got here, on a dock in Weymouth. And conveniently, I caught a cold while I was there. How poetic. So yeah, still suffering the effects from it, so apologies if I'm a bit sniffy or whatever during these recording sessions. Anyway, Gromit just following around, I guess. In the last episode, we are trying to sort out the Infiniflavor. And I think we have everything we need right now, if I remember correctly. I think so. I'll check my inventory in just a minute. Yeah, we got the lever here. Good. Alright. Let's go and sort that out. I don't want to do that. Thank you. Yeah, just go in Gromit. Okay, down we go. Let's use the lever.
I suppose that lever does look a bit like an old bone, doesn't it? No wonder the crafty canine went and buried it. Give a dog a bone and into the ground it goes. It's their nature. Oh no. Did our fastening nut go missing? It holds the lever in place. It's a critical part of the apparatus, Gromit. Oh, this is no good, lad. That was my last number 12. What rotten luck.
Well, we found it at least.
Look at that. He found our nut. Fantastic, Gromit. Perhaps I was a bit hard on him before. I didn't know the little one had a penchant for tinkering. Oh, he's just afraid. Heavens above, he's a positively petrified pooch. Poor little lad. We ought to call him Twitch. And there we have it, lad. Uncrossed a few crossed wires and our flavour engraver is as good as new. Now we ought to be back in business. Up we go, lads. Nothing can stop our Infiniflavor ice cream from taking off now. Bit late for the post, eh? Oh, hello there. Can I help you?
Oh, good heavens, no. The question is rather, how can I help you? Name's Muzzle. Monty Muzzle. Philatelist, philosopher, philanthropist, and purveyor of fairground amusement. I hope by now you've heard about Monty Muzzle's Save the Dogs fundraiser fair to be held this weekend.
Oh, yes, we have. Gromit and I were just...
Oh, glad to hear it. I was deeply saddened to hear of your recent tragedy, and I'm making it my duty as a dedicated and devoted dog lover to help you all raise the necessary funds to repair your canine shelter. Imagine all those precious animals out on the streets.
A tragedy. What a shame for all those dogs. But Gromit and I might have the perfect contribution for the fair. We were just putting the finishing touches on our patent-pending Infiniflavor ice cream machine.
Ice cream, you say? Ooh, who doesn't love ice cream? The creamy coldness, the satisfying sweetness, the profit margins.
And our machine has custom flavor technology. Its flavor scanner extracts taste molecules from any sample provided. We're able to make limitless varieties to suit any customer.
My, that does sound impressive. Oh, by heck, Mr. Wallace. I know a good money-making opportunity when I smell it. What do you say to this? With my financial firepower and your unique ice cream maker, we could put an Infiniflavor retail outlet on every beachfront from Blackpool to Bognor Regis. The world will be your Knickerbocker glory.
Franchising. Do you hear that, lad? We could be ice cream barons.
if you bring your invention to the fair and manage to make a hefty contribution for this most needed, dog shelter.
It's a deal. Gromit and I couldn't be more excited. Oh, our in-house creamery assures us peak freshness. Speaking of the dogs, Gromit and I have come across 3 little lads who need new lodgings.
Well, look at that. Aren't they the most precious things you've ever seen? My charity begins now, and I've got the perfect home for them. Yes, quick-looking devils, too. Well, I won't take up any more of your time, Mr. Willard. Walkies. Come on, you. Your new home awaits.
Off they go, lad. Say goodbye.
Be seeing you and your contraption at the fair, Mr. Wallace, and be sure to bring your wallet. Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monty Muzzle's Fundraise Affair. It fair warms my heart to see so many charitable souls here today. So let me warm yours by selling you a handful of tickets, available for a nominal fee, the proceeds of which will put a smile on the face of a homeless and abandoned puppy. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, them tickets is good for every attraction. You can fry your favorite food, take on a chicken in a game of wits, or ride the mighty muzzler. Every penny goes to charity, every ticket, in short, will wag a tail.
I say, Gromit, isn't this a thrill? And such a noble cause, rebuilding a shelter for your canine companions. Oh, your new chum must have dropped his toy in excitement. I bet the little fella's having a grand day out. Probably never been to a fair before.
I get the reference there.
Hey, that must be the remains of one of the flies that was blowing around this morning. Can't abide litter, so I tore it up and offered it as slips of paper to the punters. Here are some tickets, lad. Go and find your friends and have some fun. Ho, ho, ho.
So there's a couple of things to mention there. First off, this Monty Muzzle certainly seems slightly cagey to me. Bit of a scam artist, potentially. Second off, that piece of paper had Save the Dogs circled. Could it be the case that we need all the pieces? Who knows? Alright.
Have a pie to enter, do you? Give it here, and I'll get to it in due time. Quite the turnout of entries I've got. Bound to find a master of ceremonies in here somewhere.
Well, the Major's having a good time at least. Yeah, seems like there's a baking contest in the morning and a plating contest in the afternoon between Mrs. Gabberly and Major Crumb. Alright, what you got to say then, Monty?
Strawberry rhubarb with cream. Not a terrible texture, but a horrendous pie. Oh, God. Strawberry rhubarb reminds me of me Auntie Mildred. And what an horrible old shrew she was, always force-feeding me with her horrid confectionery disasters. Oh, good heavens. What rotten memories.
Okay.
Hey there, you meddling mutt. What are you doing up on this stage? Get down at once. I'm the only one allowed up on stage. The only other person allowed to disport themselves on my stage is the Master of Ceremonies. of the grand pie-eating contest. And somehow I don't think with your limited canine brain, you'll be able to create a pie deliciously mouth-watering enough to win the bake-off and receive that honour. So if you don't mind, sling your blinking hook. Me and the Master of Ceremonies, i.e., not you, big ears.
Well, he certainly seems mean. Yeah, that's another piece of paper there for this part of our little story here, or part of our little let's fleece this bastard, that we need. So, we're going to need to become the Master of Ceremony somehow, while the Major just has a great time, apparently. So we need to make a pie. Alright, so, what does he like and what does he not like, then? So he doesn't like strawberry and rhubarb, that's a start. What else don't you like?
What do we have here? Oh, yes. Apple crisp a la mode, an old standard. Stench alone wants to make me wretch. Of course, me old dad, on the odd occasions he was home, would always demand an apple crisp. Reminds me of the manky old devil's musk. Couldn't get far enough away from him, if you must know. May he rot in peace.
He's just an horrible git, isn't he? Really is. Alright, so you don't like apple either. Alright, Major. Jesus, we'll get to you at some point.
Was that kidney pie? Just like the swill they used to feed us during my national service. Bayek, those were terrible times.
Okay, so no kidney pies either.
Oh. Another type of apple crisp. Haven't anybody got any culinary creativity around here? I want something to tickle me fancy, not torture me taste buds.
Alright, definitely doesn't like apple. What else?
Yeah. Oh. Was that mince pie? I was forced to swallow this swill before a particularly rough channel crossing. After that stomach-churning experience, I swore the stuff would never pass my lips again.
Well, you failed, didn't you, Monty? Alright, so no mince pies either.
Blueberry. Blueberry. Oh, why not just fill a loaf of bread with mouldy jam and call it a day? That last blueberry I ate was force-fed to me by the local bully, Archibald Pennicott, when I was 10 years old. And I've sworn them off ever since.
Again, you failed, Monty. Seems like he hates his life. Fair enough. But yeah, blueberry also not allowed. Anything else?
Strawberry rhubarb with cream.
No.
Not a terrible texture.
No, okay. So none of those. Gotcha. For life of muzzle. Also, Major. God's sakes, Major.
What
All right.
a man! Selfless, heroic, charitable.
Okay, we'll talk to you then, Miss Flit.
Hello, Gromit. Enjoying the fair? Must be easy to enjoy such simple pleasures when you're a dog, not knowing the pain of unrequited love. You just wander through life, sniffing and scratching your way to happiness, while I must endure the loneliness of living without a man worthy of my hand. Oh. But then there is Mr. Muzzle, raising all of those funds for our poor, homeless pups. I've never seen such altruism in all my years. He may be of meager means himself, but he's rich in other ways. Oh, and what a handsome partner he'd make. Certainly compared to the rest of the town's buffoons. Are there no real men here worthy of the name? I want someone strong, brilliant, and brave to lavish me with praise. For instance, I had my hair done this morning, and did anyone notice? Not one of them. I'm sure Mr. Muzzle would have, had he not been so busy. But what does a woman have to do to attract attention?
Maybe don't be so bloody needy. Well, so what the hell was happening? Why this? I thought Duncan was, you know... I mean, Duncan tried, to be honest, in the last episode we did. God's sakes. Alright, let's have a look at the life of Muzzle then. See if we know a bit more about this shady character. What do we have here? My happy childhood. Montgomery M. Muzzle spent his earliest and most joyous years in his mother's renowned chip shop. Fish and chips, my lifelong favourites. Ever the caring soul, he took great joy in sharing his dinner with those less fortunate. Okay, he's got some... Okay, he's sharing it with some dogs. So began the life of a boy who knew he had much more to give than fish and chips. My first heroics. Okay, let's have a look at that. Early heroics. God, he's got an arch for a back. It began as a typical day for Monty Muzzle, but fate would soon intervene. Oh, my darlings, somebody please help. Tally-ho, Muzzle will save you, pretties. Or perish trying. He got them out, and then the car crashed and died. Bravery triumphs and the puppies are saved. The person actually in there, on the other hand, dead. Very dead. Means death. Alright, my life's calling. Yeah, right, Major. Jesus, Major's just interrupting me all the time. Ugh. My life's calling. Tragedy. A market crashed. A man devastated. A will, a way, a plan. He would turn his misfortune into a fortune for others. Thus was born the magnanimous Monty Muzzle's fundraiser fair. Okay. So, formerly he was incredibly rich.
1400, 1500, 16. Let's see. Count this row across. Assume that the jar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't be certain.
Yeah, we need that piece of paper, don't we? Might as well chat with you. Why not?
194, 195, 190.
Oh, bother, I've lost count now. Hello, Gromit. I'm sorry, I'm just ever so keen to win the grand prize. Normally, I'm very skilled at counting produce in his shop, so I reckon this booth is my best chance of success. I've entered 12 guesses already, and I know it's for charity and all, but these tickets don't come cheap. Back to counting, if you don't mind.
Okay, it's one of the old ones, isn't it? Yeah. How many balls are in the pot? Okay.
Look at
Go
them.
look ourselves.
Heaven knows how many there are in there.
Well, this probably goes up to 999, doesn't it? So, yeah. Probably no point in guessing right now. Hello, Major, again.
Enemy down!
Yep, he's having fun. Alright, how about, are you smarter than a chicken? Let's try that. Okay, let's put some tickets in. What do we do? Oh! It's noughts and crosses. Right, or tic-tac-toe. Fine, I'll go middle then. You're an idiot for not going middle. Alright. I'll do a bit of this. Ooh, nicely played. Alright, we'll do that then. Oh, no, he did actually get me. You sod. I want another go at that. I want to beat this chicken. Sod you, chicken. I will beat you, chicken. Alright, he's changing tactic. I'm going to stay here, though. Alright. That. Okay. I mean, yeah, this just ends in a draw, doesn't it, really? This just simply ends in a draw unless you block me there. Which you do. And it ends in a draw. Huh. Okay. He does go first, doesn't he? Which is rather frustrating. Okay, well. What else we got? You alright, Duncan? The Musmerelda's Fortune Cookies. Huh. Okay. See what we've got here, then. What's my fortune gonna be? Your nose could be mistaken for a slippery penguin. What? That doesn't make sense. Oh, there's a chicken behind it.
All right, yeah, crate of clairvoyant codfish. Let's see what you have to say. Cravens, what a bunch of rubbish.
Don't know why he's employing chickens here. Your duty is as grimy as a blueberry whale. What? Alright. Not too sure about that. Okay. You're right, Duncan.
Just can't find the right bloomin' words.
Oh, I want that. I do want that, after all. Major! Major, we'll get to you.
Oh, just look at her. Loitering round that manky muzzle's booth of accomplishments. She's smitten, she is. By him. Disgusting. Makes me so angry I could blow me top. Ooh, I'm Monty Muzzle. I'm the most charitable, sensitive gentleman there ever was. I'm a bloomin' hero. Fair. Big pile of wet lace, if you ask me. And what do you want, mutt? Can't you see I'm working here? She wants a sensitive man, does she? Well, that's what Miss Flint will be getting. I'm composing her a poem. Near finished, too, except for the last line. Got the whole thing memorized, even. I just cannot write the ending. Dearest Felicity, your eyes are as deep as the murkiest loch. Your teeth are as straight as Blackpool Rock. Your haunches are sturdy. Your bearing is bold. Ach, I've got nothing. Look at me, talking to a dog. Pah, going crazy you are, McBiscuit. Now, moggy off and let a man work.
Don't worry, Duncan, I might be able to help you with that. If you're trying to get the last line from this. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go for a break here, folks. But in the next episode of Let's Play Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures, maybe we won't be interrupted by the Major. We probably will, though. There he is. Sod. I'll see you then.